Okay, let's just start with this. This is basically an apology to every new hire everywhere. Because we're going to talk about something we've all been through, but almost no one seems to get right: onboarding. We're going to look at why that first day in a new job is so often just broken, and what a real human welcome could actually feel like.
Yeah, that sounds pretty serious, doesn't it? And honestly, it should be, because your first day is this crazy mix of high hopes and, let's be real, a ton of anxiety. You show up ready to prove they made the right call hiring you, but what's the welcome we usually get?
I know hazing ritual sounds harsh, but just think about it for a second. The whole process often feels like it's designed to be this overwhelming trial by fire, not a supportive welcome. It's less of a handshake and more of a pop quiz you didn't study for.
And that trial by fire? Oh, it has a name. We call it the first day Firehose. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That feeling of getting blasted with a million bits of information, and you're just standing there hoping something, anything, will stick. You've got the new notebook ready to go, maybe you even picked out a special outfit, you have all this nervous energy, this spark of excitement, you are so ready to jump in, to learn, to be part of the team. And then, reality hits. And this right here just nails the problem. You get a 40-page PDF, probably named something like welcome_manual_final version_4. You get sent links to company all-hands meetings from 2 years ago. And your manager, the one person you really want to connect with, their status is just a solid red busy dot for like 8 hours straight. So you just sit there, and you scroll, and you wait.
And here's the real kicker. It's not even about the content being boring, though it usually is. The real damage is the isolation. It's the silence. You have a million questions that are perfectly normal, but you don't want to be that person. You know, the one who seems like they don't get it. You don't want to interrupt anyone, so you just stay quiet. And that spark you walked in with, it starts to dim.
Okay, so that's the problem. But what if we could just completely redesign that Monday? Let's imagine a totally different reality for a second. We're going to meet a new hire named Alex, and his first day is, well, it's going to look a whole lot different. I mean, the contrast here is just night and day, right? On the left, you've got the old way, a dead document, a one-way street of information that just makes you feel alone. But on the right, you've got Alex's Monday. It's a living, breathing welcome. He can ask anything he wants, whenever he wants, and he feels supported from hour one.
So get this, Alex is watching that standard CEO welcome video, the one about the company's 5-year vision. But instead of just zoning out, he actually pauses it, and he types a question that's directly related to his job. How does this big vision affect my first project as a junior designer?
And this is where the magic happens. The system he's using, it doesn't just spit back a generic answer from an FAQ. No, it acts like the company's collective brain. It hears the CEO's words about simplicity. It looks at Alex's actual project brief, and it connects the dots for him. It gives him a perfect, tailored answer that links that high-level strategy directly to what's on his to-do list for the week.
So, a little later, Alex hits another wall. He's trying to get through this super dense technical document that's just packed with jargon. Instead of just giving up or feeling dumb, he makes a simple request. A request we've all wanted to make in a meeting, but would never, ever dare to.
And just like that, boom, he gets it. The system just rephrases the whole thing in simple, clear language. The jargon is gone, the complexity just melts away. See, he's not just reading anymore, he's having a conversation with the information itself. And he's actually learning without any of that fear of being judged.
And what all this leads to is the biggest cultural shift of all. Because in this new world, there is literally no such thing as a stupid question. And when you kill that fear, you create psychological safety right from the moment an employee walks through the door. Think of this AI onboarding tool as a safe sandbox, a place to learn where it's not just okay to be a beginner, it's the whole point. You can ask the same question 5 different ways until it finally clicks, and you'll get the same patient, helpful answer every single time. It's never too busy for you. There is no judgment. So you're probably wondering, what does this mean for the actual human manager? Well, it means their job gets a massive, massive upgrade. They're no longer just a walking encyclopedia for company logistics.
This table just shows the transformation perfectly. The old first meeting is all about chores, right? How do I get a password? Where can I find the brand guidelines? But for Alex and his manager, that first one-on-one is about the big stuff: culture, career goals, real mentorship. The manager is finally free to be a coach,
to build an actual relationship from day one instead of just trying to get someone up to speed.
And that all brings us to the most important point. Now, it might sound a little backward, but the goal of all this technology isn't to get rid of human connection. It's to finally make space for it. It's about creating a truly human welcome.
Look, the goal was never a world with fewer human interactions. It's a world where the interactions we do have are 1,000 times more meaningful. Why? Because all that logistical static, all that boring, repetitive stuff has been cleared away by the tool that's actually designed to handle it.
I love this. This is the vision right here. Instead of a new hire feeling like they have to play detective just to find basic information, it's like the knowledge of the entire company just pulls up a chair next to them, hands them a coffee and says, "Welcome. I'm here, whatever you need."
So let's just end with that question. Seriously, what would change in your company? Think about retention, about culture, about innovation. What would change if every single person who joined your team felt truly, genuinely welcome from their very first hour?